Now on the APEC VIP hotline, cutting-edge training for the serious athlete, apecgo.com. Joining us now from the Kilgore Bulldogs, head football coach Mike Wood. How you doing, Coach?
Doing fine today, Chuck. Thank you.
Good to have you here. Mike, tell me a little bit about this football team. Your Kilgore team dropped down to 3A. You're off to a 2-0 start right now, and it looks like you're doing things a little bit differently than in the past. And by that, I mean, whereas you used to have one tailback getting the brunt of the carries, it looks like you're spreading this thing around, and you got a lot of running backs now.
Well, we are. We're young at running back and a little bit inexperienced, and we're still searching, but we think we have several kids there that can play that role for us, and it's an important role in our offense to be able to run the football. And we feel good about those kids right now. We have some kids that have some different characteristics about them, and right now they're still learning the offense and learning how to play on Friday night. But we've been pleased so far.
Yeah, I would think they've learned pretty well so far. Talk about that win over Sweeney, 24-7.
I tell you, Sweeney is a good football team and a well-coached football team, and Coach Sawyer does a great job, and he knew about East Texas football. He grew up in Henderson, and we got to know each other, and they got a great program, and they're a playoff caliber football team year in and year out. They didn't have the numbers that some of the teams that we play do, but certainly the quarterback and the tailback and they're going to be a good football team, and I think in the end they're going to be a playoff caliber football team towards the end of the year. It was good to play on a Saturday and kind of change up our routine a little bit and see how our kids react, of changing our schedule, and I thought our kids did a pretty good job with it.
Talk a little bit about your new quarterback as well.
Well, Cooper, started safety for us last year and had 126 tackles, so, he's been on Friday night, and he understands the battles that are out there. He was our backup quarterback last year, and we had a lot of confidence in him last year. Just never got to the point that we needed him at quarterback last year, but, he knew our offense last year, knew how to run it, and, he's done a great job so far. He gives us some different aspects at the quarterback position, gives us the ability to move the pocket around a little bit, and then he also gives us the ability to run from that quarterback position, which is one of the things that we want to be able to do with him, and I think it's going to help us in our run game and in our passing game.
And defensively, you only give up 7 points in 2 ball games, so you have to feel good about that as well.
Well, we thought coming in that defensively, we had more returning starters, and we knew going into the season we were going to play well defensively as our offense matured, and like I said, those kids have taken that challenge, and we hadn't been perfect on defense, but we've given ourselves a chance to win football games the last 2 weeks.
You move into what is known around here lovingly as the District of Doom. You've played in some tough districts before in 4A, but what do you think about getting into that district?
People say we moved down in the 3A. I'm not sure you could use that term. I think the football teams that are in our district, the majority of them at one time were in our 4A district, and teams that we're very familiar with, and I tell people, I said, it's East Texas football. I said, you can kind of throw those A's away, and you better be ready to play each week. I said, they're going to be some of the most talented teams in the state, and they're going to be some of the best coached teams in the state.
I was looking at it. It's been a good thing for several of the schools you're talking about. You played Henderson in the district when they were 4A. They win a state championship. You've seen Chapel Hill before and played them. They win a state championship moving down into 3A. You sensing a trend here?
Well, I don't know if that's a trend. It's certainly good for them, but, we don't have control over that. All we have control over, is our football team in here, and what we said, going into this thing, hopefully at the end of the year, we're one of the teams that come out of this district and make the playoffs, and you hope at the end of that district that you're playing for a district championship.
Now, you're playing Pine Tree this weekend. Tell me what you know about them. What are you expecting?
Yeah, it's such a tough preparation to get ready for that offense, and they do such a great job of running the football. And then this year they've been throwing the football a little bit more, and certainly got some speedy and some rangy receivers out there, so it adds another challenge to it. Defensively, they're a team that's getting better and better. I think when Kilgore and Pine Tree play, it's always a big game for Kilgore and Pine Tree, and like I said, it's been a big challenge this week to get ready for that offense, and kind of get your kids geared into that option. And we're looking for a good football game Friday night.
Very good, Coach. It's great talking to you. Congratulations on the 2-0 start, and we look forward to some big things from the Kilgore Bulldogs down the line.
Okay, thank you, Bryan.
Hey, thanks very much, Coach. That's Coach Mike Wood from Kilgore on Bryan Houston Sports Radio Live on 99.3 Talk FM.